Hey, good morning. Kim Tucker here with KCMO Homebuyer. I decided to venture out a little bit today. I have moved to the kitchen. Anyway, we've had a crazy month. I don't know about you, but it's been completely different aspect of how life is going to be lived for a while. And I have been neglecting you guys. I haven't been posting any blog articles about selling houses or maintaining your houses, a few, but every time I go look at all of the articles that I have, they just don't seem to pertain to what's going on. And I was like, okay, what do I tell you guys? So I've been focused more on helping the members of my Real Estate Investor Association. We run a Real Estate Investor Association, so we have been focused on helping them figure out how to navigate their business, how to decide if they can go to work and work on their houses, what do they need to do when their tenants don't pay rent, or how do we work with our tenants who can't pay rent? What do we do with the stimulus package? So we've been focused on that for almost 4 weeks. And today, finally, I'm coming up for air and I am looking at focusing on you. And I watched a really interesting video or article, read the article, there's an article and video together from the company that provides my website. So there's a company out there, they provide websites for thousands of real estate investors across the country, and they've looked at a lot of data. And while a lot of us have thought, hey, nobody wants to sell a house right now, the data is telling us something different. So I kind of wanted to share that with you. If you don't mind, I am going to move us over and share that screen. Here it is. Let's share it there. Hopefully you can see that. And what I want to focus on is this, the sessions and the conversions. And so you know what that means. This is based on traffic to all of these real estate investor websites. And sessions are people looking at the websites, reading data, just doing research. And conversions are when you hit that website, you do your research and you look at stuff, and before you leave some information. You leave us your name, your email, information about your houses. So they took a look at, this is real estate investors nationwide, at all of the traffic, and the stay-at-home orders hit right about here. If you can see my mouse moving there, the stay-at-home orders hit about there, and they kind of fell off a little bit. Not the stay-at-home orders, the traffic to websites, it kind of fell off a bit, and then it went back up. It fell here, and then it went back up. If we had a little bit further data, you would see that the traffic was here, it came down to here, it leveled off for a couple weeks, and now it's going back up. So there are people out there looking to sell their houses. But here's what they found. Along about here, when it all fell off, when the stay-at-home orders hit, nobody's been leaving their information. And they have a lot of interesting reasons for it, a lot of things they think is happening. And I kind of wanted to share them with you and reassure you that, you know, if some of the reasons you might be visiting our website and not leaving your information, well, I wanted to answer some of those questions. So let me stop sharing my screen so you don't have to look at a bright white screen so you can actually see me talking. So there's a couple of reasons why. I think there's probably 3 that I want to talk about why you might not be leaving your information when you come to our website. And the number 1 reason I'm going to say is you're probably wondering, am I doing any business? Am I buying any houses? And, you know, just like everybody else, did we just stop? I mean, the website didn't go away. There was letters in the mail before all this started, so you might have gotten a letter from us, but you're not sure if I'm out there buying houses, so why bother leave your information? So that's one reason why you might not be leaving information. The number 2 reason I think that people might not be leaving their information is you're worried about having to sell your house tomorrow. I mean, a lot of the other investors say, hey, I can buy your house in a week to 10 days, which I probably can if we can come to an agreement. But you're thinking, okay, I want to buy your house in a week to 10 days and you don't want to move. Or if it's a vacant house that, you know, you're selling for a loved one, you don't have the time or you don't want to go out and get stuff out of a house. I mean, come on. The estate sale companies aren't running. You can't go donate something to Goodwill because they're not open. At least that's what I'm being told. So how do you get the stuff out of the house? So rest assured, if you were to contact us about buying your house today, but you don't want to really close it till, say, June, July, we can work with you on that. Or if you don't want to close it till December, we've done that once. We had a lady that wanted us to buy her house. She contacted us about August, but she's like, I don't want to sell it till December 18th. She had a specific date. That was her move-in date. Was like a week later. She was moving to Arizona and she didn't want to move out of her house till December 18th. So that's when we bought it. So we had a 6-month time frame somewhere in there. So we can do that. And then the third reason why a lot of people probably aren't leaving their information is you don't want anybody in your house, or you don't want to get out of your house to go show the vacant house. So we can get around that as well. There's a lot of options out there right now to get virtual or different ways. I mean, we have some sellers. I just listed a house to sell last week, 2 weeks ago. And what we did is it was a totally vacant house. So we walked through it with a video camera and I put it up on YouTube. So now I can share a video walkthrough of that house on YouTube. We also took a ton of pictures. We went and looked at a house yesterday. It's a vacant house. The people are selling a house that a loved one had owned, and they wore a mask and gloves. And my husband went out and looked, and he wore a mask and gloves. They kept a social distance, a safe social distance away, and walked through the house that way without endangering each other. And it might be that you're just not going to get out. We don't want to go look at the house, but we want to start a conversation now. So we could just start a conversation about buying a house later and then come out and take a look at it. We could also possibly put a house under contract based on your pictures or a video, and then subject to us walking through it at the future date that we agree to. So those are some options there. So hopefully that will put you at rest. If you have a house to sell and you're thinking about selling and you want to learn more, just pop your information into our website or give us a call. We'll work with you and figure out a way that works best for you and a way that works best for us so that all parties are safe and all parties have a good transaction. So thanks for listening today, and maybe I'll see you tomorrow.